I'm still discerning where the inspiration came from. I'm sure the inspiration came from God because I don't do any planning. So planning this 1 year ahead was kind of a miracle. So I knew it was God asking me something for sure. And then when I contacted Father Dominic here at the Jesuits, he said, but that's great because we will be celebrating the 80th anniversary of the end of Second World War. So I thought, oh, okay, so that's why God perhaps inspired me to do this. As when I came to the Catholic Church for the first time was when I was a teenager, through the hands of the saints. It happened again. It was the saints who hold my hand and lead me again to God. So when you look at the exhibition, you will see a lot of contrasts between light and dark. It's something I often like to do, but for the first time, and as I started to see God again, more light started coming to the paintings. What must have been the experience of living these terrible times these saints lived in. And they are just so close to our history. 80 years ago was just around the corner. You just need to turn on the news and it feels very similar to what they were living back then. How are our hearts prepared for the times we are living in? Are we ready to dare to love and to choose love over anything else? If there is something that they teach us, is that they are real people, unpretentious saints, farmers, lay people, consecrated. They didn't sign up to be war heroes or members of the resistance or, and they did, person by person, moment by moment, they chose love. So they remind us that when kindness can cost our life, it becomes sort of a miracle. For me, spending so many hours looking at the details, you are contemplating God's creation in our fellow human beings, because saints are human beings like us and we often forget about their humanity. So for me, it's always sacred space I'm entering in. When I'm painting, I come with a lot of reverence, but with also a sense of belonging, because we are also on that path. I often say that God opened our canonization process on the day that we were born. So we are all on the way. So I think that they are just great encouragement. So I read a lot of the books, the texts that are available, and in most of the cases here in the exhibition, I visited the sites where they lived, where they died. So I think this exhibition is in part consequence of my trip to Poland, when I felt history just there, touching me. You see the hands in the background, they are my own hands. Because it was after I visit the gas chambers in Auschwitz that stays with you, the image of the fingerprints in the gas chamber. You can see that it's very unusual because you see the stigmata in the hands of this prisoner. So people wonder, who is this prisoner that Maximilian Kolbe is holding? And I painted him as Christ, as the dead Christ. And this is connected to what I've read about Auschwitz. There was a time that someone escaped, similar to his story, and the Gestapo chose 3 people to be hanged in the gallows. One of them was a child, 12-year-old, not older than that. And they forced everyone to look until they died, so they had to be there. So obviously the two first ones, they died quite quickly, but the child, because he was lighter, he was struggling to die, it took time to die. So that was an horrendous spectacle. And someone in the crowd asked, where is God in this? And someone replied saying, it's there, hanging on the gallows. Because God is suffering alongside our humanity, our broken humanity. So God was there in Auschwitz, God was there in the gas chambers, God was there hiding in the attics of people, protecting others. So I wanted to show that when Maximilian Kolbe is holding the Christ, he's reminding us that we have a God that suffers alongside our humanity. It's a mystery.